What's up, guys? Welcome back for some Glorious Smite. Today we're doing a god build guide. We're going to do Zhong Kui, and on screen right now is why we can consider the core damage aims. 3 of them, including pen boots, because you need boots, and then any 2 of the other 3. Generally speaking, if it's low defense enemies and they're all kind of fairly squishy, as in no magic defense items, or just like one person's got like 1, or it's just the tank, you get Spear the Magus. But if you've got 1 defense item, or there's like a kind of tanky jungler, a tanky solo laner, or like you know what I'm saying, then you go for Obsidian. Or if they're all super tanky, you get both. So you get Pen Boots, Spear and Obsidian. But usually I'll get Pen Boots, Spear or Obsidian, and then Rod to Hui. And that's it, that's your damage, that's all you need. Right, I know Zhong Kui is considered a mage, but that's because this game doesn't have subclasses. He's more than just a filthy, scrubby mage. He's a warrior mage, right? You need a little bit of defense on him, and by a little bit I mean quite a bit. Like 50-50, half and half. You need the defense, so you just get the most efficient damage items, which is Big Rod, your pen, and that's your lot. You don't scale well outside your ultimate, but even then, your ultimate works better just with raw CDR and pen, and you play Zhong Kui, you push forth your ultimate and run at people, and they generally die, and that's the lot. that's the story. So that's your core damage. This is your core defense. Well, this is for me anyway. This is what I generally get. We'll go over some other options, but I would generally get 3 out of 4 of those as well. And generally speaking, they include breastplate and discord. I like full CDR or close to full CDR, so you get more ultimate stuff. With full CDR, your ult's up every like 55-56 seconds. It's pretty strong. A lot of people consider Shell the great Zhong Kui counter, and it's like, yeah, I get my ult 3 times for every 1 shell, and you need to be next to your entire team. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna get it like once every 4, if you're lucky. So yeah, fuck Shell. Shell ain't nothing to me, man. I'm fucking Zhong Kui. So you max CDR, you get loads of protections, and then you either get Wingblade if they've got a lot of slows, because again, you need to push forward, none of people. If they slow you down, you can't really run them very effectively. Wingblades to cancel that out. And if you don't have a lot of slows, you just get Arching, because fuck it, why not be extra fucking tanky and just piss people the fuck off? Because you can kill them, they can't kill you. It feels pretty good. So yeah, that's your sort of core defenses, right, to go with your core damage. Next up, we're going to look at other kind of defense items, hybrid items, all that good stuff that you could go, and that are, good when the occasion calls for it, right, and can be good. Like Spirit Robe is really useful against gods like Aplash, Gubis, big tech gods, or people with true damage like Bakasura and Sir Quetzal. So these are true damage gods, so you get Spirit Robe to counter them, right? Void Stone if you're like in mid and you're up against the mage, or it's just generally a lot of mages. This gives you damage against them because it gives you penetration, gives you some power, and it gives you some defense. It's really, really, really handy. Same with the Pen Helm for physicals. If there's a lot of physicals, you can get it as a sort of stopgap. I wouldn't keep it. And then Warlocks, if again it's a lot of mages, but they're mainly burst mages or like ability mages and not AA mages, because HP is the bane of all, well, mages. So if you've got a lot of health, their abilities just do really little damage, and you just tend not to die. So that's pretty good. So again, it all depends on the sort of enemy team comp. We've gave you the core, the sort of generic best case scenario. This is more your, well, get what you need, And further to that, we've got even more items that could be good. Now, we've all seen the classic just max HP Zhong Kui. That's shit right now because kin size is on fucking everyone and their dog, especially if you're allying Shen. Fuck your dog and fuck the dog's kin size. So your HP means jack shit. And if you do see a mage, a lot of times they're going towards those big burst or big AA mages. And the big AA mages, again, they don't give a fuck about your HP. So they can be good. And I also want to touch on Rod of Sepolis, which can also be good on Zhong Kui, because it gives movement speed, which is really, really good. It gives power, which is fine. Power is the most overrated stat in this game. It's irrelevant for the most part. Penetration, CDR, cooldown, and if you're a physical A, or if you're an A god, A attack speed, it's good. That's kind of all the stats you want. So Rod of Sepolis, it gives you move speed, power, and it boosts your heal. You've got a big heal on your 2, so it actually makes that stronger. And if you've got any hunters or anyone with lifesteal or any healers, they all get the benefit of the increased healing as well. Or if you decide to buy meditation, Like, these things all help you, so it's something worth bringing up. And here we've got sort of like a generic build I would possibly go, right? Pain Boots, Obsidian Shard, Rod to Hootie. Big damage, big pen. Breastplate, CDR physical defense. Discord, magical and physical defense, CDR, and a set of beads basically. And Wingblade, movement speeds, attack speed, which isn't terrible because we got 2 autos, or 1.5 autos, so it's not bad. And again, it makes you immunity slow, so you can push forward on people, which is how you play Zhong Kui. I mean, that's the strategy, the great strategy. You push forward, that's half the battle, then you run the people, and that's the latter half. Tends to work out pretty well, so yeah, that's sort of like generic build number 1. Next up, we've got another generic build. I call it generic build number 2. This is if you were mid and had to be a little bit more towards the damage output. You get Pen Boots into Voidstone. Pen Boots Voidstone against the mid mage, or against like 85% of mid mages. That's true damage. True damage. Straight off the bat. Plus you get magical defense. There's no mage in the game that beats a mage, particularly a melee mage, because it's a melee item, that goes Pen Boots Voidstone. You beat them. Full stop. You beat every mage. It's actually quite disgusting how strong it is against mages. Because you get defense to fuck with them, and you get true damage against them, which fucks with them. And they ain't building health most of the time, so you absolutely fuck with them. Spear works well with Voidstone. You've got Discord, Breastplate, and a Rod to Hootie. So it's more damagey focused, but still with, your core defenses, right? And this is a more kind of janky build for those of you who like your kind of jank. So again, you've got Rod to Hootie. You can see it's always the same items. It's the best items for Zhong Kui. So you've Rod to Hootie, but you're more damage output again, but with janky items. Right? You get the Rod of Sepolis, gives you HP, move speed, power. Warlock's giving you more HP, more power. You still got Discord giving you some CDR, giving you some defenses. I chose that because it has 2 types of defense, and it has CDR. Then you've still got your Obsidian Shard for your penetration, and your Rod to Hootie, right? So it's kind of janky, but very doable. And I'm not saying Gem's bad on him, because I know a lot of people really like Gem, because the slow with the one's disgusting, and it is. But I feel you don't need it. I feel you do enough damage. Like, you can see the damage I'm doing right now in-game, and I've only got a fucking Spear of the Magus for damage. Spear, that's it. Spear of the Magus and Pen Boots. They don't even give much power, they give fuck all, they give pen. Pen's what you need. I nearly killed 2, we put him down to 1 HP a piece, and they're both carries. Both hard hitting AA gods. That's actually quite, that's just kind of showing off the strength of the god. Like, he shouldn't be that strong, but bitch he is. So the last thing we need to talk about is relics, right? Pretty much every relic in this game is good, bar 2. Weakening Curse is absolute fucking garbage. Never buy it. Shite. Even against healers, don't buy it. It's a trick. It's garbage. The anti-heal's disgustingly pathetic, and the slow is completely countered by Sprint or Wingblade. So you curse them and they just sprint away. Fucking whoop to do. Your anti-heal, which is pathetic as it is, does nothing because you can't catch them because they're faster than you. Because Sprint removes the slow and makes them go faster. So unless you curse and sprint, you ain't catching them. It's worthless. Never buy it. And Hog, which is more of a support thing. It's not bad. It's decent on supports, but not for you. Every other relic is justifiable. Every single one of them. Meditation, if you've got at least 1 health item, yeah, justifiable. Gives you a boost in health, boost in mana, you can keep fine. Beads, if you're a massive pussy, very justifiable. Or if you've got like an Ares or an Alquang, fuck Alquang, yeah, get beads. Aegis is very, very good because you can ult and Aegis at the same time, so you deal lots of damage and they do nothing to you. Frenzy to boost your DPS, why not? And you've got so many options, right? Generally speaking, if they've got a lot of AA gods, I get Thorns, and then usually I'll get a kind of semi-defensive one like Aegis or Sprint, but the choice is up to you. And here we're actually going to show you off the power of Thorns with your ult. Fair enough, she doesn't have to hit you, she's stupid, she shouldn't be hitting me, but she is. Pardon that damn dirty dog. But look at the reflect damage, and look at the items I've bought. See that? And in this game, I out-damaged the enemy Zhong Kui. Right, it was both of us are Zhong Kuis. I out-damaged him, and he went damage first. He went Warlocks, Pen Boots, Obsidian Shard, he went pure damage. In fact, you notice the other game as well. I went 4th defense items and just barely got to build Rod to Hootie right at the end of the game against the Anhur with lots of kills, pure damage build, and I damaged them. Now fair enough, my stuff's AoE mostly, but what you got to remember is about 4 defense items or 3 defense items and boots, and even Spear doesn't have a lot of power. That's just how much damage you do raw as base. That's why you're a magical warrior, never forget that, that's key. So yeah, that's Zhong Kui. That's how I do it. I push forward and run at people. They're great strategy. And if you really want to go next level strats, you push thorns at the same time. Make them all pay for their fucking blasphemy of going AA god against your almighty Zhonger. You know, that's what you do. That's the strategy. So guys, that's different to do with Zhong Kui. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to test out different items, different builds, whatever the fuck you want, and have fun. So guys, thanks for watching as always. See you all next time.